Why, hello everybody. I am back again, yet again, wonderful English, doing another ranking video. But this time, I'm trying to make this much shorter than the last one. I realized last time I was dragging on way too long, so I'm gonna keep this nice, short and simple. But if you didn't read the title, which I don't know why you didn't, we are ranking every reincarnation of Ganondorf/Ganon in the mainline games. So we're not counting like Hyrule Warriors or any other schlop. No, we're just doing the mainline games. I'm pretty sure this is everyone. Well, I mean, if you count the Nightmare from Link's Awakening as Ganon, but I personally don't, so I'm not going to include it. But, oh yeah, I'm also including Demise, because why not? I might as well add him in here as well. But yeah, let's just get into it. Starting off the first Ganon that we get to see in the games, that being Ganon from The Legend of Zelda, NES. He's, the thing is, we never really get to see a whole lot of him, because like, all we know is that he has, like, the Triforce of Power, and he once gained the Triforce to, like, rule Hyrule and stuff like that. So I don't really know anything about him. We only ever get to see him at the end of the game, in the final fight. So honestly, I'd probably say he's pretty bad. Or no, I put him okay, because, like, he doesn't have anything going against him, really. And he was the first time we got to see Ganon, so it's nice to see where his roots came from. So for that, I'm just going to put him in okay, even though he has nothing really going for him. A Link to the Past Ganon. Now, I don't really remember a whole lot from A Link to the Past, but to my knowledge, it's like, so this is the same Ganon from Ocarina of Time, I think, he's trapped in the imprisoning war. Not Tears of the Kingdom imprisoning war. The other one, and then the wizard Aghanim, like, brought him back. I don't know. I'd say it's pretty good. Like, again, we don't see him a whole lot, but he's pretty good. And I want to first Ganondorf, Ocarina of Time Ganondorf, and honestly, he's pretty great. He's menacing. Like, at the beginning in the Link's Nightmare, and then seeing that nightmare come to life before Link travels 7 years into the future, and then, like, that fight where you play tennis with him, like, man, that was his castle as well. We go up, he's playing the piano, this is the music of the whole dungeon, and he's menacing as hell. I think he's pretty good. Not anyway, he's great. Like, he's definitely, like, he's a pretty great protagonist. Like, he wants to rule Hyrule. He's evil through and through, and I think that's great. And then there's his Ganon form, which he turns to at the end of Ocarina of Time, which I guess I just put in good because it shows us the origin of Ganon, and which then is like pretty much every other Ganon that we see. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Honestly, actually, no, I put it in an okay. We don't get to see him aside in, like, the final phase of the fights. So, yeah, it's pretty alright. Could be better, could be worse. Oracle of Ages and Seasons Ganon is honestly just terrible. First of all, you need to have completed both Oracle of Ages and Seasons to get the true linked ending, where Twin Rover was trying to resurrect Ganon by performing a ritual where they sacrifice Zelda, and then they sacrifice themselves instead when they fail, which brings back Ganon, but then Ganon is just a mindless monster. It's just like an extra bonus fight if you want. So it's pretty terrible. It doesn't add anything to the story, really. Like, if they made a third game, if they actually did the planned third game, maybe it would have been better. I don't know. I don't know how they would, but yeah, it's pretty bad. But then Wind Waker again, honestly, is pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. I don't know, there's something about him. Like, he's even more menacing than Ocarina of Time, in my opinion. And That final fight with with the ocean crashing down on you, and you impale his head with the Master Sword, and then he becomes the new pedestal for the Master Sword. He's just great, and like, I don't know, he's like a little bit less evil in Wind Waker, but at the same time more evil. Like, he's not afraid of doing anything to get what he wants, which Ganon does every time, but like, I kind of feel it more with this one. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like him. He's one of my favorite versions of Ganondorf. All Sorts Adventures Ganondorf. Oh, Ganon, not Ganondorf. This is Ganon. Bad. His whole like real purpose was to just come in at the end of the game. I think like after you beat Vati. Like, it's cool to see Vati back, but like, it's like a Twilight Princess situation. Like, you had Vati, why you gotta kick him out of there? Just to bring back Ganon again. Like, I know there's like some kind of lore reason, but it's not. There's lore behind it, but I feel like they could have just stuck with Vati on that one. But Twilight Princess Ganondorf. It's like, I'm actually pretty indecisive about whether I prefer him over Wind Waker Ganondorf. Ganondorf, yes. I keep mixing them up, but I know the difference. Don't shout at me. I know the difference, but sometimes I mix them up when I'm not thinking properly. But yeah, I'd put him underneath Wind Waker Ganondorf, just because Zant could have been was a perfect villain set up. He was set up perfectly, and then in came Ganondorf. They could have done something with him that they didn't need to bring him back again. Like, I know that Twilight Princess is meant to be nostalgia bait for Ocarina of Time enjoyers, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty okay. His ball form at the end is when he turns into Ganon at the end of Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess. What am I saying here? I mean, it's cool. I don't really get it though. I probably put him. Yeah, I put him there. I don't 100% get it, but yeah, I put him there. Like, it's weird to me. I don't know. Like, he becomes his ball form and then he can change back. I don't know. I don't fully understand it. Maybe I need to go back, do that ending again. Understand it a bit more. Yeah, just leave me alone, okay? Okay, it's been a while. Okay, I need to catch up on my history lessons, you know. Anyway, Demise. Sorry, there's a lizard. Gave me a jump scare there. Came up behind my monitor. Anyway, moving on. Demise. Fantastic. I am a Demise enjoyer. He's got a sick design. He's the literal, like, he's the Demon King. He's the thing. He's the one who's set the whole Zelda timeline in motion by putting his curse on Link and Zelda. Like, it's because of him, technically, lore-wise, that we have the whole Zelda franchise. And not just that, but like, his sword duel, like, once you get the hang of it, it's very easy. But like, that first time I did that, like, I needed lots of fairies. I had no idea. Like, I was terrible. I wasn't all that good with the motion controls in the first place, so I was pretty bad. But once I got the hang of it over time, it got easy. But that first time, I was caught off guard. But that was, sue me. I love Demise. Demise is cool. So what? Okay? And not as much as I like this next one. But Ganon from A Link Between Worlds is heavily underutilized. Also, the Twilight Princess moment yet again, and Four Swords Adventures. Like, you had Yuga, which was a perfectly acceptable villain, and then you just had to come in and bring in Ganon just because, you know. So honestly, I'd probably yeah, put him like there. I mean, this picture alone, he looks very menacing. He's very menacing, and I do like him, but like, still could have done a bit more. I mean, I also have a soft spot for this because my first Zelda game was A Link Between Worlds, so I don't know. I have a bit of a soft spot for him, even though it wasn't the best introduction to the character for the first Zelda game. But yeah, I like him, you know? So what? And Ganon, Yuga plus Ganon, when Yuga and Ganon fuse together, that is cool. I would put that in good. First of all, insane design right there. But like, when I saw that fusion, I was like, damn, this guy don't mean business. Plus, he's got the Triforce of Power and Wisdom. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that like the first and only time, or maybe this happened in the original Legends, but I don't know. Isn't like the first and only time that Ganon, you had both the Triforce of courage, both the Triforce of Wisdom and Power against Link? Like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but to my knowledge, that is the first and only time. To my knowledge. Moving on. Calamity Ganon from Breath of the Wild. Oh, it's definitely fantastic. Honestly, yeah, I'd put it fantastic above Wind Waker Ganondorf. Okay, well, let me just say the Blights, terrible bosses. I don't like them. Calamity Ganon is a pretty tough fight, honestly. I like the Calamity Ganon fight. The Dark Beast Ganon fights, honestly, hot take, not that bad. Like, I've seen a lot of people like say it's a terrible boss fight, but honestly, it's not that bad. I'm not gonna lie. And plus that whole thing where like Zelda is trapped with it, like sealing its power away. Like, that's just cool. And that egg sack thing, Majiggy, that's disgusting. But like, I don't know. I think it's cool to have a villain, a very like ambiguous villain that you know pretty much like you would know pretty much nothing about its backstory. That like just takes over all the like machines in Hyrule and uses them against the people of Hyrule, and like consumes Hyrule Castle as its own like domain. I don't know. I just love that whole concept, and I think it's executed pretty well in Breath of the Wild. One thing that's not executed so well though, but I still like for just reasons, is Demon King Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sorry, I put it that that's my favorite version of Ganondorf. Yes, Tears of the Kingdom story is extremely flawed and could have been told so much better, but I had a good time with it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Is it good by any means? No, but hopefully they fix that in future Zelda games. I mean, it's sort of fixing extra wisdom, which you're getting up to, but like, I don't know. I really liked Demon King Ganondorf. First of all, insane Demise callback. Third of all, no, wait, start of it. First of all, insane Demise callback. Second of all, sick design. Third of all, Demon Dragon boss fight. I love that fight. Sure, it's not hard, but like the atmosphere, the music, the cinematography, you know, it's just. I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for music in general, and that music, music in all Zelda games in general is like, it speaks to me. But like, music in that fight is just chef's kiss. It's brilliant. And okay, the only reason I really included Echo Ganon from Echoes of Wisdom is really just because someone in the comments might say, oh, well, you forgot to talk about the Echo Ganon from Echoes of Wisdom. And I was like, you're not fine. Whatever. I'd probably just put him in, like, okay, you know? Because, sure, he's not the actual Ganon, but, like, does a pretty... I mean, I was stumped by him. I was like I had my like suspicions that Ganon wasn't behind it all. But at first I was like, oh, what is Ganon cooked up now? And then I saw that it wasn't Ganon. I'm gonna try not spoil anything if you haven't played Echoes of Wisdom, because a game's insane on its lore. But like, when I saw that Ganon was not the antagonist, I was like, holy mother of moly, what have we got here? My jaw dropped. So yeah, it's okay. The facade was done pretty well, I do have to say. So yeah, that is my definitive Ganondorf / Ganon ranking plus Demise. Let me know if I forgot anything. I'm pretty sure, according to my research, these are all the incarnations of Ganon / Ganondorf's plus Demise. Let me think. I did a lot of research. I think this is it. Not including spin-offs. We're not doing those. This is purely mainline. So I think I got it. I think I did it. Maybe I forgot one or two things. But yeah, to my knowledge, this is all of them. So yeah, let me know what your favorite version of Ganon is. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye.